Hi there! Funny to see you here. I was about to take a nap. Wait a sec. This is not Minecraft! And I'm married? I love you, Haley. Okay, but I do want to get back to Minecraft. That's what my main content is about. So, how do I come back? Is this gonna work? Ooh, God. That was the weirdest dream ever. Can I go back? Alright, but now let's keep going to the normal activities in this survival world. In the previous episodes, I've been talking about building greenhouses for some bees that were, that were around here on the land that I've taken since starting this world. I want to build a little space for them, which is what we're going to be doing today. I've also updated some of the paths in here. Before they were just path blocks, normal boring path blocks, and now I've textured them a little. Did a little work here and there. But hey, let's get to the video, shall we? Now what you're seeing is me starting to build on the greenhouses. And now the reason that I have two different separate buildings done for a single purpose is actually because I could not decide when I was in creative which one I preferred, and I liked the individual differences I did for both of them. They have the same kind of structure and also have pretty much the same block palette. Until now, I've been focusing on doing house-like buildings, or houses that you could potentially live in or house somebody, but this is specifically to be for the nature, for the bees, and for anything living. I'm gonna even add some parrots inside later on, and you're gonna notice that I've been working on the roof on this first building. I will be doing the second one later, but I wanted to set out the shape I wanted and also practice the gradient that I would do with the brick shades and later the moss shades as well that would serve as this addition of nature that is overgrowing everywhere, just like the rest of the village. One thing I was sure about this build is that I wanted to use copper. In the background you can see that I've been oxidizing some blocks in specific, but trapdoors and doors can only be crafted with the ingots. So I didn't want to spread them out and oxidize them too, but I do plan on keeping them oxidizing because this bright shade of red is not my favorite. And I also don't love the bright shade of green, but they do work as beautiful high contrast blocks. But to be quite honest with you, I've grown to love copper each time more, especially since I've been working in this for quite a while now. And my issue with having to work with copper is that I specifically wanted to build a greenhouse for the bees just because I did not want to do an automatic farm and have the ugly redstone all around. I wanted to have something that you walk in, you see the bees working, and you like manually take them out. But if I keep loving copper like this, I'm gonna have to do something about it because I'm gonna need the bee comb, the wax. I'm gonna need the wax, and that's Also, I've been struggling a little bit on the copper resources. I think I've used plenty amount just on these two buildings. So if I want to keep that going on the village, I will need to find a sustainable and renewable way to farm copper, unfortunately. All right. I recently finished the outside of this place. Not exactly the whole thing. Like, I've been playing with some ideas of this outside. Because I wanted to make it look a little bit more, I wouldn't say neat. I don't know. I don't know how to, because if you look at the building by itself, it's a little bit like out of place maybe. I wanted it, oh god. I wanted it to interact, I guess, a little bit with the landscape. So I did this little border. I'm still not sure what else I'm gonna add. Added this little plant over here because I wanted to have plants on the outside. Not sure if I like this still, but that's okay. Everything can be changed, right? So I wanted to do something similar to this. And of course I have to finish the roof on that. I have to actually do the roof. But since this is a different circular shape than this one, so the roof is not going to be exactly similar. It's going to be a little bit taller maybe. That's why I did this whole different leveling, I guess. Is it leveling? There's different leveling on their bases. But I still need to do the interior, finish the outside, of course. But we have to make this roof. And the reason that I'm actually talking to you right now, live, because I was very concentrated, focused, very focused, working on this roof. I did have this version in creative, so I knew the shape I wanted. I just didn't know exactly how I would do the gradients. I played around a little bit. I thought it was nice to use some warped wood and all of that, because I had actually, warped planks. I had actually collected it from a long time ago, since I was collecting shroom lights and all. I don't know if it's too much greenhousey, but that's okay. Like, I like the bits that I did. And now I'm gonna make this roof while I will talk to you a little bit about secondary things. These chests, they are so full. I have to empty it a little bit, or at least my inventory. So my intro today featured a different game than Minecraft, other than Minecraft. Just because, honestly, I love Stardew Valley. It's a game that I play so much, and I have been playing only for like a little over a year. It's not even been that long. I'm absolutely addicted to it. Like, it's the specific save that I recorded in is actually a save that I have, which is currently on year 9, and it was a perfection run that I did. It was my first save and my first perfection run. It was through community center, of course, because I'm not a monster. No, I'm joking. I actually did complete JoJo run because I wanted the achievement, and the only achievements that I'm missing are the freaking cards game thing. I hate it. I refuse to play it. Sorry, I just won't do it, and I don't care. Someday, maybe, but for now, I'm okay. It's not even a card game, it's the arcade thing. I don't remember. Sorry, fans. And I've been reflecting a little bit about maybe playing something else. Not on this channel, maybe, like, perhaps not. Because I do want to keep this a full Minecraft channel, really. And I do play other games, and I don't know, I've been thinking about how I would live stream content if I were to ever. Stardew Valley is a game that I really enjoy, so maybe that's an idea. Like, I'll be honest, I don't keep playing multiple different games. I'm a little bit too much in my comfort zone. I like playing the same things over and over, and really it's what I live for. I can't really explain. Yay! And that's mainly why I started a Minecraft channel. It was just like, I had to start it. You know, like, I was playing too much Minecraft not to do something kinda useful with it. And I've been practicing building. I've been learning how to edit videos. So it's been a great experience, you know. And I think that playing video games is a big part of my life, even though it's only the same 2 video games all the time. But still, I was thinking of something to discuss in a video, and that is also TV series, because I watch so many TV series. Overall, I finished close to 100 TV series throughout my life. I'm almost 22 years old, and I absolutely love. I love binge watching, you know. And some TV series, some TV shows. I don't know if it's TV shows or TV series. Sorry, English not first language. You know the drill. But I forgot. What I was supposed to say. I love watching shows, series, whatever it is. I love many different ones. Sometimes they're not the best. Sometimes, like, I think I've spent most of my early teenage years, watching a bunch of series, you know? I really didn't spend my time doing tons of different things, but that's okay. And recently, the season 2 of The Last of Us had started to... I don't know words, like, right terms. If I mess something up, if I don't make sense, sorry, you know what I mean. The season 2 had, like, launched, started streaming. Wasn't streaming. Season 2 started, right? And I am a big fan of The Last of Us, the games. I've talked about my relationship with Minecraft before because I've been playing it since I was a child, around 2011. I don't have many memories of it, but I stopped playing it when I was... I don't know. It wasn't... I didn't play for too many years. Early elementary school, was playing Minecraft. Then I don't know, I stopped. And I came back in 2020 during the pandemic, as probably a lot of people. I returned to the internet and discovered that there is this thing called the yearly phase of Minecraft. But what ended up happening to me was that phase did not fade when I returned to it. And I don't know, like, I started getting more into YouTube videos regarding Minecraft, teaching stuff about Minecraft. I became an addict. Okay, I love Minecraft, and I was very happy to return to Minecraft and see many different updates. But here's the thing, I played Minecraft on PC always. Now, you're gonna see how I connect the subject to The Last of Us, because I've been... I have this issue, okay? I have issue communicating. I always played Minecraft on laptops, PC, but I didn't have a very appropriate, let's say, PC when I was a child. And I also never had a console, which is a little bit essential for playing video games. Not really essential, like you can play some on laptops, but when you don't have a PC, it's basically impossible. Minecraft was, of course, the best option. So because I didn't have a console, I didn't have a PS4, I never really had contact with it throughout my years. But also in 2020, when I returned to Minecraft, I also got a PlayStation 4 as a gift from my parents, which was very nice, because my cousin, my older cousin, apparently didn't want to be a COD player anymore, so he sold it to my parents, and I started having a PlayStation 4, and I knew that what I had to play first was The Last of Us. I immediately bought it. Super expensive, by the way. It was a great purchase. I knew the story of the games already, because since, you know, I was a long time without actually having any sort of contact with games directly, so I watched a lot of gaming channels. So I did know I knew basically everything that happened with the story, but I wanted to play it for myself just to see how it was, you know, like maybe, who knows, maybe I would enjoy it in a different way, or I wouldn't remember every single thing that happened, you know. I wanted to play it, and so I did, and oh my god, it was an intense experience to me. I'm very emotional. If I'm paying attention to a story, I get really attached, and it was no different with The Last of Us, because it's a beautiful story in my opinion. And the TV series, in case you didn't watch anything of the series, you don't know anything of the story, disclaimer, spoiler. I have to think of what I'm gonna say, actually. Let me use my brain for a small second. You know, it's been proven. I already knew this about myself. but actually seeing me talk on video makes me realize how easy it is for me to just mess up my words, or to not know how to articulate myself, or not know how to express myself. Honestly, making videos made me realize how difficult it is to do two things at the same time, which is talking and anything else. Usually when I talk, I just like try to look at a blank space and think of my words very wisely, because otherwise I know people will not understand me fully. Sometimes I don't either, and that's okay. That's okay. That's the price I pay for Christ's sakes. Oh, that's the price I pay for. I don't know. I don't have the rest of the sentence there. It died. It died with my fall. So, oh, by the way, this happened. Yup. That was supposed to be closed. And now he's a zombie. So I have to turn these guys back into villagers at some point. These guys being this farmer, poor farmer, carrying his workstation, by the way. Thanks. At least I don't have to keep it. And that mason. Oops. I'm gonna grab the rooted dirt because I am using it for the flooring. Hey, you guys have leads, which is nice. I don't have a boat in me, so let me put a torch in my hand so that you can see what I'm doing and I can also see. Okay, so yeah, the first game that I had to play when I got my PS4, doing some quick math. I think I was... three things at the same time. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. It was 2020. So I was 16 to 17. Now, what else? Do I have to say anything else? Is that what you wanted? I was a little bit in the gaming community, right? Like, I was a Minecrafter already. Not a very good player at the time, but I was aware of game mechanics. At some extent I did game, right? In The Last of Us, let me tell you, I loved the mechanics, the play style, you know, like how you go into enemies. And for someone who doesn't have direct contact to video games, it was a very different approach to that. Like, I never really played Call of Duty. I remember playing one match and I sucked. Like, The Last of Us was really my first game to do many things. Like, it was the first game that I did story-wise, I don't know, zombie-wise, battle-wise, mechanical-wise, the way that you collect things, the way that you interact with people and characters, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very, very nice, and I got very much addicted to it. And the storyline was very... when you play something, it's impossible not to feel connected to the game when you're playing it at real time. So The Last of Us really, really touched me. And I was one of the people who was absolutely not disappointed. I don't know, I guess when you go online, it's kind of 50-50 maybe, between people who loved the second game and people who absolutely despised it and thought it was a waste of time. I was one of them who loved, because I was already in love with the story, already in love with the mechanics on how you play, and the second game really improved in that sense, you know? And now, I will put a disclaimer here, just in case you don't want to know anything about the story, anything about mostly the second season or second game of The Last of Us. I won't be doing it. I'm not going to be talking about major spoilers, but if I do, I will mention it again. I will do a disclaimer again, because I just want to talk about my opinion on the games and the series. Because here's the thing, as someone who loved the games, loved both games, played both of them multiple times, and have watched the TV series as it was launching, it's kind of like impossible not to prefer the games. The games are just so good. They are so good. And I am aware that the way that people feel about the series is that if they haven't played a game, they really are able to enjoy the series. But if it's someone who played the games, it's a little bit harder to enjoy the TV series. And honestly, I think it's fair. You know, not everyone has access to consoles or to a PC, you know, that is good enough to support The Last of Us. So it's not everyone who is going to be able to play. And I think the TV series does a fair job at displaying the story. Although, like, it's not the same thing. Sorry, but it's impossible to be the same thing, because when you're playing something and you're like the character and you're doing actions as them, video games are forcing you to connect, right? They're forcing you to pay at least some attention. Otherwise, you're going to be frustrated because you're probably going to keep dying, or you're going to keep messing up, or you're going to miss something out, and it's not going to be a fun experience. When you're playing something, you're kind of paying attention to it, right? Especially in a game like The Last of Us. It's a story-based game where you have to pay some sort of attention. Not like Minecraft, where you can just like mine for something for hours and it's not going to affect your gameplay as much. What am I supposed to grab? I have to shut up a little. But hey, to be a little more fair, I do have my reasons not to have enjoyed it as much. Like, I can recognize that if you don't play the games, you're gonna have a different view. The first season in particular is just, it's a beautiful season. I can't think of elements that I disliked about the first season, although I've only watched it once when it was releasing, so I can't say too much in favor of it. But still, I remember it being an enjoyable experience. It was very deep. I think that the music is great, and they made the ambience of the show so good. It's like ridiculous how good the show was. I don't even have to mention, but the Bill and Frank episode was heartbreaking, and it was beautiful to watch, and it made me cry a lot. And I really enjoyed having separate storylines, even though it wasn't a copy and paste of the game. You know, like, it was a nice experience on its own. But I saw someone say that the best parts about the second season are the ones that are most similar to the game, and I have to agree. I don't know what else to say. Like, it wasn't. What I actually have to firmly discuss that I did not enjoy was the script writing. Oh my god, what the heck? I absolutely hate what they did to Ellie's character. I don't think it made sense. I feel like there are many things wrong with how they portrayed her character, how they wrote her character, you know? Like, she seemed, my main issue is that she is incredibly annoying. She is supposed to be 19, but she's acting just like when she was 14. More specifically, now we have some spoilers for the finale. Ellie is acting absolutely reckless. Like, she doesn't understand that the world she lives in is absolutely grotesque and is going to have violence in it. I see where she comes from, maybe. Like, oh, I saw my father figure die in front of me, so I don't want to, you know, just see stuff like this happen. And I'm talking more specifically about the Seraphite scene, where Ellie and Jesse see some wolves attacking and assaulting a Seraphite kid. I do see this type of thing, like, oh, she can't stand seeing people suffer after what happened to Joel, but still, like, it's so reckless, and she's not like that. And honestly, when she comes to Seattle and she sees that everybody is nuts, she just, like, she hates everyone, you know, both sides, especially because she's been attacked by both of them, and she's seen what both sides can do, and still she's, like, willing to sacrifice her life and her baby's father's life just to protect this random child, even if it meant imminent death, which probably would happen. Actually, they would probably die because of that. It pissed me off so much because it just felt childish. I don't know how else, if there is another word that would better describe it, but it's definitely a screenwriting issue. And that annoys me so much. That really disappoints me because the show has so many good aspects. The music, amazing. Dropped a block, of course. Why? How did I do that? Scenery? Is that a word? Scenery? Scenery, amazing, impeccable. I didn't dislike Bella Ramsey's acting. I really do think it's the script. I liked how they changed the zombies as well. Like, I think it made more sense. Like how they're evolving, they're finding ways to evolve. I thought it made sense. I thought it was nice. It felt realistic and all that, so. And the visuals are amazing, and the whole effects of like the zombies being connected through the soil and all that. Very scary, very, very cool. I liked those bits. I liked how they added Isaac's storyline. He absolutely gained more focus, like direct focus at least, than the game ever shows. Let me see how it looks. Very big. Jesus. Until the last episode, the finale. What the hell happened? That dialogue is so weird. That part of the dialogue between him and the woman that I don't remember the name. Sorry. That dialogue between them where she asks, "What, do you have a crush on Abby?" Like, why would you add that? Like, I think it would be a lot more efficient for him. Like, I liked how he sat her down and he said, like, she's the one to lead us, you know, like, she's the one that is going to be left when we die, and we will die. She's the one that's supposed to replace us. So, yes, I'm worried that she's gone because she's a badass and she's basically the vice principal of this whole place. I don't know. Second commander. I don't know. Captain. I don't know. But Abby is badass on her own, and I don't understand why they had to say, like, why the woman asked, right? Like, "Oh, do you have a crush on her? Is that it?" And then they're like, "Ha ha ha." And there's these moments of silence. I just felt it. I got so confused by the scene alone. But overall, Isaac, nice character. Liked him. Zombies, very nice. Liked them. I really liked Dina, and Isabella Merced is just, she's such a good actress. It really, she stole the show, to be honest. She really stole the show, stole my heart. But as some final thoughts, not gonna talk about the season 2 anymore. Spoiler-free section. Also, the reason I wanted to talk about The Last of Us is because this whole overgrowth on the buildings, although they are minimal, they really remembered, like, they made me remember how it is to walk around the game and to see stuff, like, just nature everywhere, just stuff growing out of every single building. And I think, like, even the zombies, right, like, they have fungus on them. So I'm playing it again right now, and I can tell you, as my final considerations, if you enjoyed the show, I think you will be heartbroken by the game, and I think it's impossible not to realize how superior the game is. But just because you really get involved in it, you know, like, getting involved directly with it, being in contact with all the perspectives that the game provides, I think it's a really nice experience. And if you have the opportunity, absolutely recommend it. I think it's a nice type of storyline to explore, and The Last of Us just touches my heart very deeply. Very, very deeply. I highly recommend the game. And the show, if I had to grade it, I would grade it a 3 out of 10. Because the script. The writing on the show really, really bothered my experience. But of course, as someone who loved the games, it's hard not to feel that way, I guess. I don't know. At least I didn't see many people who played the games and preferred the show. But if they did, if you did, particularly, if you just watched the show, if you just watched the game, play the game, If you dislike the game, dislike the show, or loved both, or one or the other, we can have a chat about it. I was thinking of doing this type of chat because honestly, I don't have many friends that have watched the show and played the game at the same time, you know, or know the story of the game. So I've been wanting to talk about this. I've been eager to discuss what people thought of everything, and maybe we can start a discussion in the comments. Maybe you guys can discuss among each other. And in case you have been just waiting for me to stop talking about something that you actually don't have contact with, maybe give me some other ideas for me to talk about that you have interest in or that you know something about, so that I don't spend a ton of minutes talking nonsense to myself and expect everyone to love it. I think the gradients worked really well. I'm just gonna add some bits and bobs. Oh, I don't have that. Ah, that's what I needed. Oh, you see, the issue I also have with like playing something and talking at the same time, like it's really, it involves me communicating, right? So when I'm trying to communicate ideas and I'm trying to like make myself clearer to whoever's listening to me speak, I can get so nervous and like not, I don't even realize I'm not making sense to people. So if that happened, I'm sorry. I tried my best. I swear. We're not always perfect. We're not always super eloquent. And it's hard when you're doing more than one thing at once. Okay, so just be patient. In case you haven't been. Until this moment, I've been talking for so many minutes, I have to drink water. I am. I guess I have to work a little bit on the interior of this. We need the bees inside, right? I want to make a ceiling that is a little bit naturey, but I want it to be lit up as well. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I might just do whatever. Like, I'm really not super inspired. We need some flowers. I have to remember that. For the bees. This light gray stained glass is a pain. You can't see it, but it's there. Let me bring my parrots. Because I was thinking of making little bird cages. You know, those with bamboo stuff. I don't know. Hey, birdies. Okay, you're all up. I need to remember to have flowers inside. What else do you usually have in a bee place? I have no idea. Oh, I need to leaf it up a whole bunch. I think that's important. Should I this is so far away. Oh. Cute! This is so far away, these chests. I thought I was gonna build a lot closer, and then I ended up going further. Hi, birdies. I need you all to sit down now, which is the hardest thing to do in this game, because they're always flying. Oh. Where are my other birds? Come on. Where is other? Okay. Not that hard, I guess. Now, I wanted to make a cool pattern, since this is a kind of a circular shape from the inside. You can see a lot of stuff going a little bit sideways over here. But I don't know, I was thinking, like over here we have this little separation. Transition that is not super smooth with the white and the grays. And then the colorful ceiling. I really don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm not lying, I don't have much inspiration for the interiors. And I wish that I don't ever have to make them, but I think that's important, right? Okay, I'm gonna go right in the middle. I think this is it. Okay, this is not the middle. Okay, you guys don't want to leave. You don't want to. Do you like cactus flower? Aw, you do. I can rearrange it later. It's fine. Ah! This is hard. Ooh! I'm done. For now, that's good. That's good enough for me. Oh, that block is not right. I was supposed to texture this floor as well. I kind of forgot. I did the other one with jungle wood and some mushroom blocks. Hello. Yep, and mud around with more dirt in the center. But now I put all the animals in that place, so that's gonna be a pain to set up now. We can do that at some other time. Hey dude, what do you have to offer me? Nothing interesting for me, except, you know, for the leads. I'm still thinking of how to light up the place, just because it's a little annoying to like hang lanterns all over, and I don't want torches because torches are lame. This is why also I changed. I wanted my first idea of a build did not involve glasses. It involved blocks that did not connect to each other necessarily. Like fences, when you put them side to side, they connect to each other. But then like if you put fences and walls, they don't connect to each other. So I was trying to do something like that to keep it a little bit more open, kind of greenhousey, but it did not work. It did not feel like a greenhouse. I didn't love I loved the visual, but I didn't like it as a greenhouse. So I ended up going in with glass. Although I don't like glass. Oh, by the way, I got so used to glass with the disconnected texture, the vanilla texture. I do have a data pack that I'll probably use for the replay mod because I'm pretty sure nobody loves that. But I've gotten so used to it that it's not even bothering me. I kind of like it, that it looks kind of blocky, that you can see the glass and all. But glass is still kind of ugly, right? I don't know. It's not my favorite. It takes a couple days and a couple minutes rolling through Pinterest to get an epiphany on how to build the interior. And I feel like I have it, but I'm still pretty sure I'm not gonna love it right away. So the first thing I'm gonna do, clear out this area. I'm actually gonna remove the bees from here as well. Sorry parrots, sorry bees, but you're kind of noisy. I will try to just at least do something, you know, just decorate something, remove all this mess, get a clear head, clear view of what I'm supposed to do. Can you go inside? It's getting nighttime. Yeah, you're free to go. Come on. Come on. Oh, stuck in trapdoor. And what I'm thinking of is trying to set up something fairly simple. But look, it's a greenhouse. What else am I supposed to have in there? Am I supposed to have... There are no villagers for bee stuff, unfortunately. By the way, Mojang, can you just change that for me, please? It's all I ask of you. I defend Minecraft so much. I love Minecraft. I love everything it does. Please add beekeepers. All I ask. All. Alright, so I want something naturally. Naturally. And I'm gonna enjoy the fact that I haven't used spruce at all on the outside. Are you guys proud of me? Like, look, everything has a little bit of spruce, everything has a little bit of dark oak. I didn't use a single spruce or dark wood in this build. I am actually kind of proud of myself. I don't know, like, every time that I say that, I get like, oh, but I don't have any spruce or dark wood. Dark oak, right? I've been saying dark... Oh, now I see why I said dark oak. Dark oak. Dark oak wood. But yeah, then I think, it doesn't have any spruce. So sad. So I'm gonna use it for decoration. I think it's nice to have spruce as some sort of like normal wood color stuff, right? To have like stools, tables maybe. I don't know. And we need lights. Oh, that reminds me. I was watching Gemini Tay's video, like always. And let me see if I have unwaxed copper somewhere. I believe I do. Ooh. I believe I don't. I believed I used everything. Waxed. Oh no. I was scared that I actually at this moment would get that I realize I don't have any copper. I have oxidized. Didn't disoxidize it. Okay. Okay, I wanna actually... I haven't used this. Oh my god, I'm losing myself in my own mind. Let me put this away and then I'll talk to you. Copper bulbs. How does one does that? Not like this. Should I... Let me see the recipe. Bulb. Uh-oh. Copper bulb. Can I do oxidize? I can. No! 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 I cannot believe I need blaze rod. And I've been... Look. The nether is awful. I hate the nether. I hate everything about the nether because it does not give me a fortress. And I need blaze rods to make this beautiful block. I'm so sad. I do think I don't have it. Okay, my light bulb idea, light bulb idea is dead. Now I shall reflect on whether I want to keep this video going. No, I'm joking. I have to at this point. Too committed. I need to finish this interior. I need to finish the outside. I have so many things in my mind. Like, I look over this, I hate everything about it. I hate the nether portal that I did. I hate the tree farming area. By the way, I removed all the cherry wood because I was collecting the leaves. I do love the axolotls, but poor guys are just... they're just dancing in this little circle of water. I hate this wheat field. I'm beginning to hate my villager breeder because it looks like a very... Oh my god. Oh god, okay. It looks like a very, very unkept mess. You know what I mean? I hate this area overall. I think I've made it too plain. I need to change it. I need to get these guys, I don't know, underground, I guess, because this is not working. I need to keep them safer. I was thinking of doing a library, but that's gonna take a while. I don't have any idea of how I want it to be, so I didn't, like... I don't know where I could keep these librarians. So I guess I have to keep them underground. So there are a lot of ideas that I think I'm gonna be pursuing into completion. And I want to take off... I want to take this field off. It's so ugly. And I have nothing around here. I just kept going further and further away from this area just because it's so ugly. And then I have... Like, this is what I have to look at when I'm looking at my builds. And I hate it. Oh, I hate everything. Everything's a process, alright? We should not be so hard on ourselves. We shouldn't. We should be calm. And I should be uploading more often. And I'm sorry. I will... I don't know. I always say to myself that I'm gonna be better at this, at uploading more, but I don't. I'm sorry. It's so... My problem is not even playing. Of course, like, who has a problem with playing the game that they have a job on? And I don't even have a job. I'm not getting paid. So what is this? What is my trouble? My trouble is editing. I hate to edit. But I'm also too embarrassed to have someone edit for me. Because I keep talking to myself, and I talk way too much sometimes, and I don't make much sense. And I have to keep rewatching what I do all the time. And I keep thinking, this is not worth it to keep in a video. This makes no sense. This makes a lot more sense. This does not. And then it's no video for 2 weeks. 3 weeks probably at this point. So I'm sorry. I'm just doing my best. And my best is not good, I know. And honestly, now that I know I can't craft copper bulbs, I think... Should I say copper? Copper? Now that I know I have no more copper bulbs available, I feel like my whole life makes no sense. I'm reflecting. Now I stopped and just thought of everything that I also get annoyed at in this world. Sorry for the rage bait. Rage bait? For the rage dump? Is that a thing? That should be a thing. I think that's something that sums up a lot of my humor, to be honest. Rage. Oh, here it is, a trapdoor. Rage dump. Yeah, that is literally me. I don't know what else can be used on the inside. Just because I would love to use some copper stuff, but it's already in the window, so nope. Not gonna be possible. Let me take these out because I looked at them at a different day and hated them, so you're gone. Should I change a little bit of the flooring? I was thinking of, because this is a lot of dirt. So I think I'm gonna do that. Ooh. Let me place some barrels here. As storage for the interior. That's a good idea, actually. That's the best idea I've had all day. Since I came to the realization that I cannot have oh my god, copper bulbs. I'm just so distraught. I'm sorry. Let me see how I did this interior. Some wood, some mud, some dirt stuff. Yeah. Okay, got it. Now let's grab the blocks and grab this, because yeah. I need to ask you guys something. Do you think the UI on my screen is too big? This UI over here, this UI. I always played it like this. I never changed it. And I just wanted to know if you guys have some trouble with it. What do you guys think? Do you want it smaller? Because I don't think I can make it bigger. This seems really big. But I'm so used to it, I don't even think of how people would think of it in the process of watching the videos, you know? So feel free to tell me, please. And it's already time to sleep again. Jesus, it's been a full day of rage talk. Like, look, I look at this is the outside of my starter house. It could be so much better. The only thing that makes me happy is these animals. Well, I do love these builds, but they're not centered. In the center, there is this ugly villager thing, which is now full of zombies. Oh my god. Let's focus. It's all fine. Everything's fine. Oh. Okay. Enjoy it. Enjoy it very much. Now we can put doors back. Whew. I'm waiting for them to oxidize as well. Like, these trapdoors? These trapdoors are oxidizing, but only on the corners. Isn't that funny? I don't know what's the logic between this, but they are absolutely oxidizing a lot faster. Now let's take a look. Without thinking of the bees, let's think of other stuff that I'd like to have. The ceiling is growing a little. Have the windows. I want this all to be open. I don't want to, like, have a second floor. Although I did think, should I have a second floor? And then the second floor, you see them, like, even more. Ideas are coming to me. I'll use deep slate tiles. Deep slate. It's not deep stale. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you something. Right now I'm recording with one headphone off, but I do wear a double headphone, so it's like swinging on my head and one side, you know, behind my ear. I am doing that. Makes no sense, and I'll try to explain it. Why I'm doing that. When I hear myself talk, since English is not my first language, during editing, I kind of like hear myself. I don't know if I'm like so focused on the way I speak because I'm self-aware, so I notice every little detail way too much. But I get so self-conscious. I don't even know how to explain it, but I just listen to myself say some words, like some specific words here and there, and I'm like, this is so weirdly pronunciated. Like, I'm questioning myself right now. And then I was thinking, okay, I always record with both my ears kind of like muffled by the sound of the headphones, right? Because they're kind of sound canceling. So I thought maybe I should try to do recordings without the headphones completely on, so I can hear the game, but not really. I don't know how that's gonna go. I'm trying to do that right now. I don't love it. I like having both of my ears covered, but then I also had audio issues in which I was speaking way too low. So low. You know when you're speaking to yourself and you're like, if you're around someone, people are like asking, what are you talking? What are you saying? I can hear you. And you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I was speaking to myself. And some people get annoyed. And I realized that the microphone was not actually catching up on the stuff I was saying. Because I was speaking to myself way too low. That was an actual issue that I had to uncover. And I thought that maybe it would be easier to uncover this issue by not completely deafening myself with the noise canceling stuff in my ears. So that's what I'm doing. And it's not a setting that I can actually change. Just to be clear, I did think of changing the setting on my headphones, but I can't when it's actually connected in my PC. I don't know why. I thought it was when I bought it, I thought it was a setting, you know, to like activate and deactivate it. Disable it. I thought it was something that I could disable when also connected through the cable in my PC, but it's not. It's only when it's in its Bluetooth form. So that's something I gotta deal with, and discovered that it was an issue when I started making videos. Isn't that crazy? You know what? I'm thinking there's something going on here that I enjoy. Just imagine these are little, not exactly workstations. When I started the greenhouse project, I had an idea of having like all of the flowers from the game. Oh no, I have to sleep. I cannot handle the rain. No, please. Okay, so the first ideas that I had for the greenhouse, ooh, it's turning pretty, was to have every single Minecraft flower kind of displayed somewhere, as if it's an actual exposition, you know? I also considered doing little fields of crops, but I'm not too sure I want that. I have different ideas for crops in the future. Ooh, finally, I can sleep! Ooh, you know what? White on this side and red on the other actually looks banger. Although I hate poppies, banger. Ooh, we sure need candles. I mean, it's a bee place after all. Of course, of course. Let me see what kind of colored candles I have. I have one brown. I think that'd be nice. Green candles? Okay. Putting the thinking cap on. And then on the... Ooh, and then it would be like the gazebo. Oh! Okay, you know what? I'm thinking each time more. I think I'm going a little bit smarter by the second. Or like this, right? Eh? Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of love this place. So glad I turned it all down. I torn. So glad I tearing it all down. Why did I use this when we have the fence things? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Not the fence, the sign things. They're new. They're new and they're meant to be used. Come on. They don't connect to fences? Uh-oh. They don't. Oh. That's news to me. Oh, but it's so adorable. Can I put stuff on top of them? No. I can! That was so loud. I yelled. I was excited. This is so cool. So, did you like what we did today? I'm not gonna decorate a lot of the outside. Still, I've done the paths all the way around in here, and I'm pretty happy with how the greenhouse looks. Greenhouses, I guess. I might be updating it a little here and there throughout videos, but for now I think this is it. This was a big project for me, especially since I've actually changed it a couple times, and it's kind of a different as well, a different style. But you know what? I'm pretty happy. What did you guys think? I still have some ideas of what I'd like to do, like I still have some plans on how to decorate this, but still I need to do some planning for it, I think, just to make sure I can connect each build to itself in a little more cleaner way, you know? Do you guys have any ideas, any suggestions? Please leave a comment, and thank you so much for having watched until here. Bye!